Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda. Thank you so much for being here. So today we're going to dive into a very fun and potentially controversial topic, the chosen ones. Really, it's not controversial, but it has become a controversial topic because I feel there is a lot of distortion in the perception and definition and belief systems that have discussed this topic in the past. Obviously, this goes deep into particular religious beliefs, as well as the spiritual community, the New Age, light workers. People have different definitions for who the chosen ones are. So there's been a lot of chaos. Confusion is really the word I was looking for, and distortion in what this concept is, who it really refers to, which creates further division and separation. So I just want to also, side note, apologies that I am a bit congested still. The energies have been very intense around the Taurus new moon and all of the blasts from the solar flares. It's been nonstop and we've been pummeled. So if you've been feeling a lot of stuff, sending you lots of love, rest, be gentle, hydrate, ground, super important right now. But a lot of throat chakra clearings, third eye, crown activation. So yeah, I had full-on flu-like symptoms and I'm still in that process of recovery. I was so excited to go, upload videos every day this past week because my list is this long, and here I am finally, and I'm still congested. So bear with me. Excuse me. Anyway, who are the chosen ones? So again, a lot of religions have attached this to, their people are the chosen ones by God. God chose their people because they choose this religion, and anybody who is not a follower of that particular religion is not a chosen one. And then we have in the spiritual light worker community people saying, oh, it's this group of people. And I have heard some popular spiritual guides out there with a lot of followings sharing this big message they received that it was a particular group of people incarnated with specific physical characteristics. And to me, that is a big red flag, because this is only going to create further division and separation, which is the opposite of unity consciousness. So it's coming out of a place of fear and separation. It's not truth. If that's what they're sharing, it cannot be truth. People attach to that if they are of that physical characteristic, and that gets them in their ego, like, oh, I knew it, we're superior, da-da-da. And then people who are not of that physical characteristic, they then feel disempowered or like an outsider, or like they're not good enough, not worthy of being one of God's chosen people. Well, shoot, that is not love. That is not unity consciousness, which is the direction we're moving into. So how could that be true? It really most certainly cannot be true. And also to say that only if you follow this one path that this particular religion preaches, and everybody else be damned, kind of literally almost in some cases, is what they say, that is also fear and separation. So that cannot be true. It's just not aligned with harmony, with peace, with love, with unity consciousness. Anything that disempowers, that would put the outsiders in a state of disempowerment, that perpetuates some kind of hierarchical structure. Hierarchical? You know what I mean. That is not based in truth, because that is certainly not based in love. And the truth is love. The truth is light. The truth illuminates all the shadows and the darkness that want to be brought into the light so that we can heal and integrate and transmute them. And what this paradigm is exiting, and we're entering into the fall of hierarchy and the integration of unity consciousness, of harmony, of cooperation. So anything that perpetuates any kind of division, separation, hierarchy, that is not the answer. That is not aligned with truth. And that is most certainly not what God would be asking of us or calling us into. So, or asking our belief systems to perpetuate and to preach. And this also happens in the lightworker community. I see that a lot of people have talked about the 144,000, which I will create another video to dive deep into the true meaning of that. But because there are a couple different nuances there, but it is not a specific subset of light workers. It is not even a number of pods of light workers. I've seen so many different explanations of this, like the 144,000 are a group of people incarnated here on the planet. But that would mean only 144,000 of the millions of awakened souls, and growing by the day, mind you, that are chosen. Okay, well, that's perpetuating fear and separation and hierarchy and specialness and ego. I mean, anybody who believes they're a light worker, oh, I'm a chosen 144,000 one, well, that's only going to perpetuate ego, right? And that's the opposite. The ego isn't necessarily a bad thing, but when we get into the ego power over and that kind of hierarchy dynamics, that is ego in its shadow form. So the ego helps us to operate in the world, but we need to integrate the shadow aspects of the ego to be operating in the frequency of 5D, unity consciousness, heaven on earth, however you want to look at it. So I've also seen 144,000 pods of light workers placed in specific areas around the planet. I mean, no, that's still saying that there are only specific pods of people. So who are the chosen ones? It is people of a specific vibrational frequency. People who are operating in love, who have chosen themselves over and over and over again. Because what does it mean to choose yourself? It means to let go of the programming, the shadow conditioning, the people around you saying that you should do this, you should do that, or society's expectations, and continuing to choose to go deeper and deeper within to your truth, your soul truth, your higher calling, and to operate from the space of love, to allow your heart to lead. So the chosen ones are the ones who choose themselves and choose this path of love, to continue to walk down this path of love no matter what, who will rise up again and again and again, no matter what situations they find themselves facing. I know I have gone through multiple rebirths, multiple dark nights of the soul. My soul is old, ancient, maybe, who knows? So I've been around the block, which means I also chose to come in this lifetime and transmute a whole lot of past life stuff, ancestral lineage stuff, even helping the collective on certain levels. So in that sense, some of us may be walking the path ahead of others. Some of us may have chosen to come here to shine the light bright in this time of awakening. But again, from that soul contract level, we chose ourselves. We may have been chosen at that perspective as well, to be one of the way showers, to be one of the ones anchoring in those frequencies of light and love, to help guide others through this path, because it is not easy. So some of us chose to go first. But that does not mean we're more special than or better. It just means we chose to go first because we were strong enough to do so. Because guess what? Every single soul here on this planet chose this path and was chosen to be here at this time. So when we look at it from that perspective, okay, yeah, we're strong, powerful souls, and we're only here to guide others back to this truth. I shouldn't say only here because it is a really beautiful role, but to remove the specialness from it. It's a mission. It's a purpose. It is the reason we are here is to anchor in love and light. So if we are operating in this idea of hierarchy and separation and I'm special, that like more special than other people, that's still not serving the truth from a space of integrated wholeness and from a space of love, from a space of service. So we are here to serve. The chosen ones choose themselves from a space of love and service. So what that looks like is going to be different for everyone on this path, but we're spreading light and love. We are shining light into the pockets of darkness in humanity. We are supporting others on their journeys of healing. And that's a beautiful thing. And, you know, it's totally fine to be proud of yourself if you have been going through the ringer and are still choosing to step up and shine your light in whatever way that looks like, creating beauty, healing, whatever that looks like, anything that inspires, uplifts, heals, brings more harmony, love, beauty into the planet, birthing beautiful little golden babies, rainbow, golden, diamond, crystal babies into the planet from a space of love, from a frequency of love, and raising them in that vibration of knowing that they are safe and loved and taken care of. Well, what is that next generation gonna look like? So all the roles, all the different paths that we may be on, however we feel most called to bring light and love in the planet, that is you choosing yourself, choosing love, choosing light, and anchoring that in firmly through yourself. We are the pillars of light. We are the rainbow bridge, activating our chakras into higher frequencies of being, anchoring in those divine frequencies. So the chosen ones are the ones who choose themselves and continue to choose the path of love and light over and over and over again. Because it is not easy. It is not easy as we're transmuting all of the old density, all of the old programming from the planet at a collective level, at an individual level. Some of us did choose to go first, but remove any specialness from that because you shining your light allows others to then choose themselves and to choose this path as well. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that lands. I will create soon another video on the 144,000 to get deeper into that frequency vibration and what that really means, because this is an important one. It is not a specific group of people, which, I mean, in a sense it is, but it's really not. There are no specific criteria based in physical characteristics or a particular religion or anything like that. So let's remove anything that comes from a space of separation, of division, of specialness, of hierarchy, because that's the paradigm that is collapsing, that we are leaving behind. So we are coming into union. Rise of the divine feminine is very much about balancing and harmonizing the energies of the masculine and feminine within. So again, it's not about the women rising up over men. That's a whole other subject. But just to ground this down from a couple different perspectives, this is about union, harmony, love.
So I'm sending you lots of love and light. If you would like any assistance, I will, in anchoring in these frequencies, I will share a couple courses and programs that I have created to help on the journey I'm a curator of information. This is one of my gifts. And I also receive activations. So the one course, the 8 Golden Keys, is about activating the chakra systems to higher frequencies, the higher octave of frequency, to help anchor in the heaven on earth energies. So if any of that feels aligned, you can check that out. And I will be sharing a lot more. Hopefully this is all going to be completely resolved very shortly. I am claiming that and manifesting it, but oof, I needed to be in my little healing zone it's been like almost a week. Wow, did not expect that. So I'm sending you so much love on your own journey. I will see you soon. And if you haven't, I really appreciate, I need to remember to say this, the likes and the subscribes and any comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this on this perspective of the chosen ones and how this resonates for you. So share in the comments, like, subscribe. I so appreciate you, and I'm sending so much love onward and upward and love and light. I will see you soon.